Hi, I'm Greg Hodgkinson, a proud Warringah Aboriginal man and CEO of First Innovators. In 2016, I attended a business program that helped change my life. It helped me gain confidence and skills to drive my business, finding my voice as I got better connected to what I'm doing and how to reach my customers. The program inspired me and connected me with an amazing community of First Nations businesses. After my own struggles in business, I knew how important a program like this was and would be for First Nations communities. I became a partner of the company who ran the program and took over running it through my own business. In 2021, I started First Innovators. We're an Indigenous-led not-for-profit organisation who create and run powerful programs with my First Nations brothers and sisters across Australia. We support entrepreneurs to start and grow successful and sustainable businesses that deliver real economic benefits for their families and communities. Over 200 First Nations businesses across Australia have participated in our programs, yarning circles, workshops and research projects. We've helped businesses raise money, win grants, get on store shelves, grasp new business opportunities, pitch and win investment, deliver new offerings, grow businesses in the state and seek opportunities internationally. Our vision is to open pathways and opportunities for collaboration, community building and First Nations development. Let's raise the overall profile of the vibrant Indigenous business sector. I invite you to come on a journey with us, because together we can build a future where First Nations businesses stand tall, confident and thriving. Let's create business success stories and empower communities throughout Australia.
Okay, so I'll give just a quick overview of the We Mean Business program specifically. And like I said, just jump in if you've got any questions about it and that you want to know a little bit more, if anything, as I go through. So it's all about building a support system and knowledge base for yourselves. So we sort of have three main pillars that it's built on. One is that community building, extending your connections and support networks that are so important to small businesses. It's also about, we've aligned with the Australian Indigenous Leadership Centre, the AILC. They're co-presenting this program with us. So it's all about building your confidence and self-empowerment as well to move forward with business. Lots of women have lots of great ideas, but we find that they often feel pressured with other priorities in life and often don't put themselves first or give themselves permission to move forward with their business ideas. So a lot about communication skills and the leadership components as well, and giving you that confidence to present about your business and get it out there and get people connecting with it. And then also the business skills development. So that's all built around a strategic plan that we have for you. So, you know, we've seen 40-page business plans, you know, in the past, and it's great. The thing with planning is that it's always got to be a balance between planning so that you're organised and you know what you're talking about and you know what you're doing, but also there comes a tipping point where you just got to get on with it. And so we've got a simplified strategic plan that we've developed for this program. And at the retreat, we'll actually go through that with you. So during the course of the retreat, you'll have the opportunity to finish a very brief strategic plan. So you can see a snapshot of where you're at, and you can say, right, I really need to work on financials, or I really need to work on marketing, or I really haven't looked into the competitive environment enough. So just to help you with that starter, and then moving forward, all of the online sessions will expand upon those topics that are in that strategic plan. It all comes down to that one strategic plan. So that's sort of the process and the formula for what it's all about. So it starts with that community building retreat. So it's a combination of having time to connect and enjoy time with each other, while also expanding your leadership and business skills. And there is also that one-on-one coaching that's available. So we can have little breakouts during the retreat, and as well beyond that, at whenever it suits you, what day of the week, which time of the day, and so on, we can tailor that one-on-one training and coaching to when you want it, as different issues come up at different times. We're also very, very lucky to be able to deliver this entire program completely free. Everything with the retreat, We can provide assistance to get you there, all meals and accommodation, everything's included. And that's thanks to the Department of Industry, Science and Resource. They've got a Women in STEM and Entrepreneurship initiative, and it's their generous support of this program that allows us to offer it all at no cost to yourselves. So eligibility is really simple. It is for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander women of Australia who are aged over 18. So it is for women, and either operating your own business or that you have an idea that you want to pursue. You can see there the dates. So that retreat is on, so it starts Friday evening, the 19th. It's all day Saturday and half day Sunday on the 21st, wrapping up at lunchtime on Sunday. We have actually had some questions when we were in Gold Coast last week, whether or not some women who were local could attend just during the day and then go home at night. I don't think there's anyone on this particular call that's that close, but if you know anybody down on the Gold Coast, or Kelly, sorry. So that's also an option if you like the comforts of home but still want to engage in the program. Then past that retreat, there'll be online weekly training sessions where we'll continue to explore the leadership and business topics, and wrap around that the one-on-one coaching when you need it. And then, of course, as we've mentioned, that ongoing alumni support. And we'll also, moving forward, be offering regular professional development sessions. We have one later this month. The Department of Finance is running a procurement session for us. So if anyone's particularly interested in that, I think on our Facebook page, I put up a link to that. So that's something that we just, you can never learn enough about business. Your learning never stops. It's always changing and evolving. And so does your experience with your business. So on that slide that you're looking at there, that's actually the SA group that attended the SA retreat for We Mean Business. And they're proudly showing off. We were very lucky to have Greg's mum actually come and be a facilitator in that program. And she led everyone through an art well-being session, all about finding the star within, to link the business and the leadership together. So that was really a lovely experience. Okay. So yes, as I mentioned, the retreat is on the Gold Coast. If anyone's familiar with the Gold Coast Recreational Centre at Tullabudgera Creek, so great location. We went on tour of it last week and are really happy with the facilities. The staff are beyond supportive, really well organised. It's going to be a great experience. And on the Saturday morning, we're working to organise a tour just across the creek at the local cultural centre there, to do some cultural connection and some time on country, which would be beautiful. So yes, and like I said, it's about that connecting with other women, and also some time in there to introduce you to the leadership and business components of the program. And then the online sessions afterwards. So these are all recorded. The benefit, obviously, if you come along to the sessions, you get the opportunity to ask questions. And if anyone has done training with Brendan Bishop before, it's the best opportunity to go online with him, and he will help you work through. He wants to know who's in the room, what are your businesses, what are your current concerns, and what is this? Is it, whether we're talking finances, we're talking marketing, we're talking, the competitive environment, whatever element of business we're looking at, what does that look like for you in your business right at this moment? And how do these tools and techniques and concepts, how do they apply to you, and how can we help you get a better understanding and make progress in that area of your business? So they're very valuable to come along to in person and get that feedback and personalised response. But if you can't attend, a session here or there, life is busy, we understand that. So we do also record all the sessions. And then if there's any topics that, they've gone over and you want to re-watch it and let it sink in a little bit further, obviously you can do that. And then if you want to book a coaching session as well to really explore it in more depth, you can do that too. Those online sessions between the leadership and the business, they'll run weekly. from the start of May through to the end of July. And we'll take a 2-week break in there for the week before and during NAIDOC week, because we know that's also a very busy week for many people. And so just a quick look at the types of topics that are covered through the leadership program and the business program there. So, you know, all about community and confidence and communication skills, a heavy part of the leadership side of it. And with the business side of things, you've got your stock standards that apply to all businesses no matter where they're at. We found with the plan that we worked through with you, it's great for any stage. That's the beauty of it. So if you're just getting started, it'll help you clarify ideas and where am I at and what needs a little bit more work and how does it all tie together. But, you know, in the SA program, we had women that had been in business for years, but perhaps were pursuing a new concept or a new product line. It's always worth taking stock. Sometimes you're just so busy doing your business, you don't take that time for that strategic thinking. So the templates and the information apply to whether you're just getting started or whether you're just wanting to take stock of where you're at and what are the next priorities for you moving forward. And then we end up with some goal setting because it's all well and good to have these plans. We've helped people write plans for years and years and years, but they're no good unless you put them into action. So setting some goals for yourself, not for us. They're not our goals, they're your goals, what you want to achieve. And what support do you need? What team do you need to create around you to help to make sure you can bring that to fruition? And of course, beyond the online sessions, we remain available for the coaching. We're still helping the SA program. We found that they're reaching out less and less. They've got what they need from the program. But, I had a lady reach out last week and I helped her with this week because, she was still wanting help with it, even though the SA program has officially ended. We remain available to help you if you need it. So just a little bit of an overview of the AILC. So they've been around for over 20 years, specialising in Indigenous leadership education. Clarissa is the trainer, and Robin, we're hoping will come along. She thinks she's available for the retreat, and it's always wonderful when Robin comes along. She's an amazing presenter, really smart woman, done a lot of business herself, and she's got some really great strategies for, being empowered and proactive in your business. So we're very lucky to have Clarissa and Robin involved.
Hi, I'm Robin Forrester, CEO of the Australian Indigenous Leadership Centre, and we're excited to partner with First Innovators on this Women's Entrepreneurship Program. The Australian Indigenous Leadership Centre has been in operation for just over 22 years. We've had more than 5,000 people go through our programs, along with about 3,500 of those doing our accredited training in Indigenous leadership, in governance, in leadership and mentoring. We're going to be one of the education providers for your program throughout your journey. We look forward to working with you and in increasing your knowledge, your skills and your toolbox around Indigenous leadership, particularly how women can empower themselves to be successful in their businesses. Both myself and my trainers will be engaging with you over the course of this program. So I look forward to catching up with many of you over the next little while as you undergo your program with First Innovators.
And then the other main trainer who delivers most of our business sessions is Brendan. He's a spectacular trainer, really, really engaging, very funny, and so much experience from his own businesses that he brings to the sessions. So he's a great asset to the training team. We're very lucky to have him. You'll learn a lot from him. He's great.
I'm Rebecca. I have started Sunseed Clay.
My name's Shirley Young and my business is called Two Worlds Consultancy.
Hello, my name is Trisha Lindgren. 5 years ago I set out to create a business called Healthy Self Fitness.
My name's Yvette Wilson and my business is Lalawa Beauty and Aesthetics.
My name's Chantel and my business is Dalawa Design.
Amazing, amazing. Key highlights connection. The connection to the people is probably something that I didn't expect. So being able to connect with people that grew up in the hometown that have got connections to my grandmother and her family, the connections to the business mindsets that people have. So everyone's in different stages of their journey, changing of the mindset. It's just been fabulous.
Yeah, it's great. Learning a lot, connecting with all the women. It's been beautiful to hear everyone's story and a bit about their culture, and yeah, loving learning about how we can further our business and work towards our goals.
It's been amazing. It's been wonderful to be with other women who are in business, who are experiencing similar issues to mine. It's also wonderful to be with Aboriginal women who are at different stages of setting up their business, and to be able to, you know, I guess help some of the younger women who are just starting, but also to be mentored a little bit by women who have actually been in business for some time and who have started to experience great success, and they have often experienced very similar issues at particular parts of their business, particularly as they begin to scale up and have to actually apply, I guess, different skills and to their business in order to make it grow to the next level. So for me, it's been a wonderful opportunity just to be able to talk through where I'm at, to be re-energised by Aboriginal women who are also in business and experiencing things that I've experienced.
It is brilliant. It's really, really good to connect with other mob and other, particularly, you know, Indigenous business owners. It can be very isolating starting a business on your own. Being an older black woman too has its own, you know, kind of struggles and things to get over. So being able to connect with other women who, you know, are on the journey as well is really empowering and really important.
I've learnt so much about networking, sharing, also self-determination as well, to be able to plan and grow my own business. It's been a really rewarding experience, and I'm just so grateful, and I'm just so happy to be able to share that with others, take this wisdom, all this knowledge back home, and yeah, finally move forward.
And then Greg has just put together a little video with some of the feedback we gathered at the SA retreat, just to hear from the women themselves as to what it was like. Oh, is it not going to play? If I do that, I worked last time. There we go.
I'm Rebecca. I have started Sunseed Clay. Sunseed Clay was born from always wanting to be creative.
So my name's Shirley Young. I'm an Aboriginal social worker. I'm a Nookanu woman, and my business is called Two Worlds Consultancy, and I subcontract services to government and non-government departments, and I work with families and children who are experiencing issues with the child protection system. I provide supervision to staff across the state. I write government documents, and I provide a lot of training and development to social workers who are in training at universities.
My name is Tricia Lindgren. I'm a Wakaman Mulluridji woman living here on Kaurna country. About 5 years ago, I set out to create a business called Healthy Self Fitness, which is a personal training, trail running, hiking, coaching business, predominantly set up to sort of teach mom the trails of the Adelaide Hills, and anyone who's interested to learn a little bit from an Indigenous perspective. I also have another business as a sole trader, and I use that, that's more of a creative outlet. I do a little bit of content creation and also a little bit of acting, but ultimately it all feeds back into the hiking and the connection to country piece, because that's what drives everything. And being able, my whole vision is to see other mob one day all running and sort of reconnecting and reclaiming country through hiking and trail running. So yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Everything that I do is about facilitating that opportunity to connect with country. So yeah.
My business is Lalawa Beauty and Aesthetics by Eves. So my vision is to set up an aesthetics business in beauty, cosmetic, dermatology and injectables and laser treatments.
My name's Chantel and I'm a Larrakia woman, and my business is Dalawa Designs, which is a fashion label with Indigenous Larrakia art made into couture fashion.
Amazing, amazing. Key highlights: connection. The connection to the people is probably something that I didn't expect. So being able to connect with people that grew up in the hometown that have got connections to my my grandmother and her family, the connections to the business mindsets that people have. So everyone's in different stages of their journey. The ideas, the presentation that we had earlier, changing of the mindset, it's just been fabulous. Food's great, location's great, people are wonderful.
It is brilliant. It's really, really good to connect with other mob and other, particularly, Indigenous business owners. It can be very isolating starting a business on your own. Being an older black woman too has its own, kind of struggles and things to get over. So being able to connect with other women who are on the journey as well is really empowering and really important. So I'm really grateful and excited about what we can do together in the future as well. So.
Oh, it's been an absolutely wonderful experience. I've met some really amazing women here. We're all on the same journey, wanting to improve ourselves and promote what we're doing in communities.
Yeah, it's great. I'm learning a lot, connecting with all the women. It's been beautiful to hear everyone's story and a bit about their culture, and yeah, loving learning about how we can further our business and work towards our goals.
It's been amazing. It's been wonderful to be with other women who are in business, who are experiencing similar issues to mine. It's also wonderful to be with Aboriginal women who are at different stages of setting up their business, and to be able to, help some of the younger women who are just starting, but also to be mentored a little bit by women who have actually been in business for some time and who have started to experience great success. And they have often experienced very similar issues at particular parts of their business, particularly as they begin to scale up and have to actually apply different skills and to their business in order to make it grow to the next level. So for me, it's been a wonderful opportunity just to be able to talk through where I'm at, to be re-energised by Aboriginal women who are also in business and experiencing things that I've experienced.
It is brilliant. It's really good to connect with other mob and other, particularly, Indigenous business owners. It can be very isolating starting a business on your own. Being an older black woman too has its own, kind of struggles and things to get over. So being able to connect with other women who are on the journey as well is really empowering and really important. So I'm really grateful and excited about what we can do together in the future as well. So yeah.
I'm so grateful to be here, and I've learnt so much about networking, sharing, also self-determination as well, to be able to plan and grow my own business. It's been a really rewarding experience, and I'm just so grateful that you guys have got me here today, and I'm just so happy to be able to share that with others, take this wisdom, all this knowledge back home, and finally move forward.
Oh, absolutely. I do recommend the program. I think everyone should do this.
There's nothing bad about it. It was all fun and informative and just great catching up with everybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a valuable tool, and to be able to, you know, connect and just get that, like I said, that self-determination that I can do this, and be supported by everybody, all my sisters, and yeah, finally grow.
So yeah, so it's a beautiful group of women that we had in SA, and looking forward to seeing who comes together for Queensland.
Both these businesses came in that they were had businesses. They already had existing businesses, and we looked at how can we support them in particular around their story and their pitch, and getting clear on how to connect with customers. Jenny now has her health food bars and products on shelves in Woolies and Coles and Harris Farm and other places, and getting into Defence Force. And Michael's the one from the Gold Coast who's raised over $3 million for his business. Yeah. And we just want to really help businesses to be as successful as you want to be, because not everyone wants to be go out and get millions of dollars, because they're happy just being able to do something that can bring in money to feed the family. And yeah, and so we want to help you be successful and get some sales and get your service out there and get people to see the ads and get some money in the door. And then if you want to build it to be even bigger, then we want to help you do that as well. It's up to you. And yeah, we're very flexible in how we work with you, and you sort of direct us on how we best work with you around life and flexible arrangements and stuff. And yeah, and
from the SA program, we had quite a few women who were just getting started in business. So doing that strategic planning to sort of clarify and get all those jumbled ideas, you know, that are floating around, and, you know, really nailing down, okay, what is essential that I get done? What do I really need to focus on? And, you know, what it would be nice to do down the track, but I'm just going to park that to the side for the minute. And where do I need to be focused on to really move forward with this? I think the financial plans are particularly helpful for startup businesses, because it's often easier to sort of imagine a product or a service and the impact that it's going to have, and even start thinking creatively with some marketing things. But I find when you actually put in the financials, and this is what it costs to do, and this is the potential sales or income from the business, and when you put it all together in the spreadsheet and can see in black and white that the business is viable, that there is a pathway forward, that you can make this happen, I find that is often a really, really powerful experience, particularly for those getting started. But yeah, so we had a really good mix from the SA group of those getting started for the first time and those who are a little more experienced. So just to explain the SA team, so it'll be different in Queensland. We'll wait to see until who applies as to who we engage. But, you know, say for instance, you can see Trish and Rebecca, and they were engaged after they applied. And we thought with Trish, we'd love to do an on-country activity, and Trish was able to facilitate that. So not only did she get the free program, but we then paid her to facilitate the program. And same with Rebecca. After she applied and we learned a little bit more about her, we found a space for her to be able to facilitate some of it as well. So you know, how we present and who the actual team will be, myself, Kim, Greg and Robin, and Brendan will be there, but we'll bring in local expertise as well, as we get a better idea of who will be attending and what are their needs and what expertise will make the program even more impactful. So that's the link to apply if you haven't already.